He was at one point a big man in Mombasa. Now he's our Minister for Tourism, Waziri Najib Balala, all the way from Mombasa. Tukushukuru kwa safari yako. Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Waziri. You give your condolences.
All is good, all the time. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, colleagues, the family of Joe, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Governor of Embu, the Speaker of the National Assembly. I wondered why Mary asked me to speak here today. The whole story was said by Professor Nyang' Nyong. But I realize everything I did, probably I copied Joe. He's a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist too. He dreamed to be a president. I don't know if you have reached there. I have 20 years difference between me and Joe. But one time we were together in the so-called the orange and banana movement. And finally, when we declared that the orange will become a party, it was Professor Nyang' Nyong, His Excellency William Ruto, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, Joe, and myself, when we consulted and we said probably the orange must be a party. And that's why during the divisive referendum of 2005, I pray and hope this referendum will not be divisive, because the repercussion of a divided nation will be bad. I appeal that it must be a unifying referendum, or if none, no referendum, but a unity of purpose to build this nation. So we went through that, formed a party. There was a presidential nomination among the party. I was the member number 101 of ODM. I ran within my party. Suddenly, Joe Nyaga followed. Then it was William Ruto. Then it was Musalia Mudavadi. Then it was Raila Odinga. We went back to Kasarani. And I remember in 2002, when I met Joe at Serena, it was after the Kasarani of Serena when there was a merger of KANU and NDP. That time, I asked Joe, what are the plans? Where are you going? He says, don't worry, Najib. I will be in government by any ways. In any equation, he will be in government. I said, fine. So you have seen now, I've learned, I am in all governments. And even the next one coming, I will be in there. So, Your Excellency, I don't know if I'll be in your government, but I know I will be in government. The only thing, ile rada nimepoteza kidogo. Zamani nilikuwa ninajibu, sina siri. Sasa nimezeeka kidogo, o nimepevuka kidogo. Sasa hatujui mambo itaenda vipi. But I can assure you, if you mean good for this country, like Joe was, committed, honest, with dignity, and no politics of deceit, then this country will move forward and the good people will lead this country. So when we were in ODM, Pentagon then, finally, and then crisis happened, we had to go to negotiations with the Kofi Annan and the group. And before Kofi Annan, John Kufur came. He was the chairman of African Union. He came to Intercontinental Hotel. And because we were young, we were literally vibrant, and we wanted what is right, not what is to be compromised. And I can tell you, John Kufuor requested for the two of us, myself and Joe, not to attend the meeting because we were too straight in the discussions. We wanted what is right to be done. And then we were left out. Suddenly, it was Musalia Mudavadi who went upstairs, Raila Odinga and William Ruto who met John Kufuor. Unfortunately, that discussion collapsed. And then later, Jakaya Kikwete came in as again the new chair of the African Union, and where then that the good things and the reconciliation happened. So you could see we came a long way. And before even the reconciliation, that's why, Mwaniki, you are talking about tear gases. We were all been asked by the same Secretary General of Mass Action to go on the streets. And yes, we were the young Turks. William Ruto, myself, Joe was behind us hiding. And that's why I didn't know the story of a toothbrush or a toothpaste. But I can tell you, we didn't mean bad. We just wanted the right things to happen again. So yes, we came a long way. And I can tell you as well, every time things happen, I ask him. He said, don't worry, we shall be in government. 2008, we were in government, all of us. 2013, some of us, led by Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. 2017, the same thing. 2017, I asked Joe, what are you doing? Running for presidency for what? We are already in government. He says, don't worry, nowadays, now you'll be in my government. So I told him, fine, let me go with my own government, and when you form it and we lose, I'll join you. So then he comes back and says, now I retire. You know, I have a young daughter, a young wife, and I'm going back to the village. So I said, fine. So occasionally we meet at my house in Kileleshwa, we are closer, we are friends. And yes, Joe, I can say, I will miss your counsel. I will miss your wisdom. I will also want to say you have been a great man for this country. Rest in peace, my brother. God bless you. Thank you all.
Asante sana Waziri Najib Balala, rafiki ya Joe. Sasa kuna mwingine ambaye ana safari ya mbali, alikuwa rafiki yangu na pia ni rafiki yangu, tumekuwa bunge na yeye. But when he comes in here, Your Excellency,